everybody. Thank you for being in the room on today. The room for hungry entrepreneurs. You are in the room. So y'all come on in the room. I'm going to share some information with you today and tomorrow, y'all. We're doing a two-day series with just some fundamentals that entrepreneurs need to make sure that you are doing, just kind of help you get a good start. One of the things that I'm going to talk about today, I talk about mindset a lot because everything, y'all, it starts here. If you can't believe it here, then you're not going to be able to produce it. And that's it in a nutshell. And that's what we're going to be talking about on today. Today, we're going to be talking about limiting beliefs and how they sabotage your business. They sabotage your potential. Hey there. Limiting beliefs sabotage your potential. They sabotage your dreams. They sabotage your goals. They will keep you stuck, right? So we do have some new people in the group. So let me introduce myself. Good morning. Hey, ladies. My name is Carmela Williams, and I am your favorite business coach. I am a certified coach through the John Maxwell team. I have been certified since February 2015. So I've been in this thing for quite a while. And I typically work in corporate America doing executive coaching, leadership training and development, helping teams come together and change the culture in their organization. When COVID happened, I got the pleasure to niche down and work with a lot of entrepreneurs, helping you put some systems in place, sharing the exact same content that I would be sharing at a corporate level. I have had the pleasure of working with some absolutely amazing organizations, from Georgia Power to Southern Nuclear, our nuclear plant, to working with Chicken of the Sea, Crider Foods, Southeastern Technical College, Georgia Housing Authority. It's just been absolutely amazing. The people that I've had the opportunity to serve and work for. Hey, good morning, everybody, or good afternoon, everybody. And so that's who I am. And so what I do with entrepreneurs is I help you put some systems in place to take your business from a hobby to a legitimate business that can be sustained and that can help you make the income that you need, that'll help you just transition your business. Because y'all know, a lot of times we start a business because it's something we love doing. And then people start offering to pay for it. And so then we start dealing with, how do we do these prices and all this other stuff? And so it may have started one way and then it evolved into a business. And so I'm here to help you be very intentional about what your business looks like, to help you be very intentional about the income that you bring into your business, and to help you be very intentional about what your next steps are in your business. I asked the question on yesterday, what is your financial goal for the rest of this month? I think 2 people answered that question. I always lead with finances. You know why? Because finances is one of the areas that we struggle with talking about the most. Finances for small business owners, we get uncomfortable when it comes to charging. We are uncomfortable when it comes to money, but you have to normalize it. You have to make sure that you neutralize the power of money, and that money is only a tool. It is only a resource, okay? We don't build programs for money. We don't compromise our business for money. We don't give deep discounts just for money. Money is just a tool and a resource. And once we neutralize the power, the effects of money in our business, in our mind, in our life, then you can talk about it. You can put value-based prices. You can put the right type of pricing on your product and feel good about what it is that you're offering. This is what it costs because I understand the value that I bring to the table. All right. So I'm jumping ahead of myself. So today we're going to be talking about how our belief system will either push us forward or to keep us stuck. Hey, everybody, our belief system will either push us forward or to keep us stuck. And y'all know it's true. That is the foundation of you being an entrepreneur. You got to believe in yourself. You got to believe in your product. You got to believe in your service. You have to silence any negative voices that you've had in your mind. Listen at this. Your life and your business right now are the result of what you currently know. They're the results of your best decision. They're the results of the cumulative experiences that you have had. Your life and your business, where it is right now, is a result of what you currently know. If you want to go further, you got to know more. If you want to do more, you got to know more. It all starts here. That's why you have to become an expert in the thing that you are doing. You got to know more. You got to do more. Excuse me. And listen at this. Number one, open yourself up to try new things. Somebody drop that in the comments for me. I will open myself up to try new things. I will open myself up to try new things. I'm going to say it one more time. I will open myself up to try new things. Y'all know I'm a storyteller, right? Because I just feel like sometimes we don't fully understand it until you hear it in a story. When I first started my business, I did not start the business to be a trainer in corporate America. I started the business to be a trainer in the body of Christ. And it didn't happen that way. When opportunities began to present themselves in corporate America, I had to deal with my limiting beliefs. So I'm going to teach you about limiting beliefs today and how they can keep you stuck. But the best way to tell it to you is just to share what mine were. And so one of my limiting beliefs was that I could not teach people who had went further in their education than me. And so although it wasn't something that I said out loud, it was something that I believed at the core of my being. And the only way that I knew it was because when the opportunities would open themselves for me to speak to a group of engineers, I almost had an anxiety attack. I'm like, there's no way that this girl with a technical school education can stand before people with engineering degrees and tell them anything. Y'all, I would have to stand in the mirror, and I've shared this with you. I have to stand in the mirror and I look at myself in the mirror and I say this all the time, and you'll occasionally see it on my page. I was created for this. Typically, if you see that on my Facebook page and that's all you see, I was created for this, I'm not trying to motivate you. I'm motivating me. Because those things, that limiting belief that, Carmela, you don't have a bachelor's degree, you don't have a master's degree, you don't have a doctorate degree. So how can you stand before people with that level of education and share with them on how to change the culture in their team? How can you stand before these people and share with them how to lead their team? How can you do executive coaching with leaders at the nuclear plant and prepare her for her promotion? How am I able to do that? There was a limiting belief that I had, and had I not accepted those opportunities, more doors would not have opened. And so your limiting beliefs is a story that you tell yourself. Let me give you some examples. Some of our limiting beliefs is, I'm too old to start a new business. I can't get where she is right now. So what I do is enough. So you already settling. Some more limiting beliefs. They won't pay me that much. Oh, one that I love is I just want to help the people. So I don't charge a lot because I just want to help the people. Y'all, these are limiting beliefs. Another word is these are lies that we tell ourselves, that we're not good enough to charge top price, that we're not good enough to go after more events, that we're not good enough to go after more contracts, that we're not good enough to go after more clients. These are limiting beliefs that we tell ourselves. We'll tell ourselves, I'm not good at speaking. So I can't stand before the room and share with people about my business because I'm not good at speaking. Or we'll say, I'm not good at sales. This is my product, but I don't know how to sell it. I'm not good at sales. What I challenge you to do is find an affirmation or create an affirmation that speaks directly to that area of insecurity in your life, right? And I know you're thinking like, well, I came on here to learn how to build my business. I'm going to give you some tips about your business. Just bear with me, because the tips about your business mean nothing if you don't think you're good enough. The tips on how to build your business mean nothing if you refuse to charge. The tips on how to build your business mean nothing if you don't think that you can get a certain level of client. Let me tell you something. It doesn't matter your background. It don't matter your education, because you have the what's the word? You have the instinct. You have that instinct of an entrepreneur. That's what is guiding you. It's your instinct. It's the instinct, because God has given you that gift. Some of you have an instinct when it comes to doing hair. You have that instinct when it comes to doing makeup. You have that instinct when it comes to being arts and crafts. You have that instinct when it comes to cooking, when it comes to baking. You have that instinct when it comes to writing your books. You have that instinct when it comes to public speaking. You just have an instinct on how to move forward, and you gotta trust your entrepreneur instinct that you have. Silence those old voices that are telling you nobody else in my family did that, so there's no way that I can do that. Silence the voice that tells you that people can't afford my true price. People can afford your price. Y'all, we pay for what we value. We pay for what we value. Hear me closely, because I don't want to offend anybody, so I won't give any examples, but just know this: regardless of where a person lives, regardless of their background, regardless of their financial situation, if they want something and they see value in it, they will figure out how to pay for it, right? We pay for what we value. And so for those of you who sell a product and you have a set price, there are people, hey everybody, there are people that you can go after and ask to be on your team, but you feel like, oh no, they too high up. A lawyer ain't gonna want to help be on my team. A doctor ain't gonna want to be on my team. A pharmacist is not gonna want to be on my team. You are already, that's a story that you're telling yourself. That's a limiting belief that you are telling yourself that is keeping you stuck. You got to believe that I am worth it. You got to believe that I am worth it. You got to believe that I am worth it. Let me give you a couple of affirmations for entrepreneurs, and then we're going to move on. Here are some affirmations that you can tell yourself. You can even just Google affirmations for entrepreneurs. But I challenge you to take your limiting beliefs, identify what they are, and then you need to replace them. And you can replace them with an affirmation. Here are some. My work makes a difference. I create wonderful business opportunities every day. I love the freedom my business produces for me. Being my own boss is a responsibility that I handle with care. I attract my ideal clients and customers. There are no limits to what I can achieve. I am driven by passion. I am driven by purpose. Money and wealth come easy to me. I am smart. I am successful. My clients love doing business with me. I get everything I want by first sowing into others. My income grows daily by me doing the things I love and doing the things that I enjoy. I invest in myself and my business every day. I provide a product or service that people need. I am worthy of financial security. I have multiple streams of income. I am confident in my ability to create wealth. Helping others make money helps me to make money as well. Money comes to me in fun and surprising new ways. All of my goals are manifesting daily. I work when I want, where I want, with the people that I want to work with. I have a successful business with great people on my team. I am surrounded by people who love, respect, and support me. I always make time for my family and my friends, and I am a positive leader. Find some affirmations that speak to the fears that you have within you and silence the voice of fear so that you can move forward in your business. Silence the voice of fear so that you can charge what you're worth. Silence the voice of fear so that you can reach out to people that don't look like you, don't sound like you, don't think like you, and bring them into your team. Silence the voice of fear so that you can take your business to the next level. Silence the voice of fear. You do it by speaking. Speak to yourself. Speak to yourself. Speak to those fears. Speak to those insecurities. Stop hiding them. It doesn't matter what you've seen. It doesn't matter what you've experienced in your life. I promise you, the only person that can disqualify you is you. Limiting beliefs will hold us back as an entrepreneur, y'all. It will. It starts here in our mind. It starts in our mind. Oh, I feel it so strong. It starts in our mind. I can show up in this group every single day and tell you you're amazing. I can work with each one of you one-on-one, help you with your prices. But if you feel some kind of way, you won't have the confidence to speak to your potential client. They'll be like, there was just something about her. I couldn't put my finger on it. You know what the something was? They sensed that you lacked the confidence because you didn't believe you were worth it. And so you were not able to sell it. It don't matter if you're selling something. If I was selling ink pens for $1, I have to be confident enough to be able to tell somebody why my $1 pen is worth the dollar. Why it's going to hold up for them. It has multiple colors in it. The clickers are not going to die. And if it do, get you 2 or 3 because it's affordable. It don't matter what it is. People don't have money to waste. They don't buy your product. They don't buy your service. They're buying the confidence that you exude. They buy the result that you say you can give them. So if you're selling a product, if I'm selling an ink pen, then what I need to be talking about is the results that this ink pen will give to the people that purchase it. If I'm selling a mouse, I need to talk to you about why the wireless mouse, what are the results that this mouse is going to give you. If you are a coach, you need to be talking about the results that I'm going to get as a coach. If I'm selling this that I got on, I need to be telling you why this is going to make you beautiful and how it's going to make you feel. If I'm selling glasses, I need to be talking to you about the results that this provides. If you selling cakes, you need to be telling me why your cake is the best cake. Because not only do it look good, but it tastes good, Jamila. That's what my kids said about her cakes. She said, Mama, even if her cake ain't as pretty as somebody else's cake, I want her cake because her cake tastes good. We're not buying looks, we're buying taste. That's what my kids said about her cakes. And so you speak to the results. I got a client that provides a drug testing service. The results that she provides is that people can send their clients there to get drug tested and not their employees there and not have to miss 4 hours of work sitting at the doctor's office. You got to speak to the results that you provide to your clients. Speak to those results. What other notes I got here for you? If you want more, you got to open yourself up to something new. That's what y'all wrote down earlier. Try putting a system in place for your payments. I promise you, if you tell people, when you get serious about your business, when you are real serious about your business, I'm talking about the business that you got to give reports to your tax preparer, right? When you get serious about your business, you will simplify how you take financial payments. The reason is because if you take financial payments from 5 and 6 different places and you're a solopreneur, that means you're doing business by yourself. You got to reconcile 5 and 6 different statements every single month. If you tell your customers that I'm only using Square, I need your email address, I'm going to send you an invoice. You just hit that toggle switch and they'll have to put their mailing address in. I promise you, because your customers appreciate you, because they're buying you, not just the product, they're buying you, they will adjust. I did a video last week telling you, you set the boundaries. You teach your customers how to do business with you. If you all over the place and then you just allow any and everything, then guess what they do? They're going to do any and everything. It don't take but twice. Once I cancel that second invoice, we don't do business together no more. We can talk about the Lord and we can encourage each other, but you're not shopping with me because that's wasting time and you stealing opportunities from other potential customers, right? So you teach people how to do business with you. Put a system in place for your payments. Make it easy. I have an appointment somewhere, and I'm excited about my appointment. But you had to go in and you had to click all the services that you need, and every little bitty service had a price attached to it. Child, I don't know what all I need. I I just was clicking stuff. I'm like, I don't know what all I need. I figured when I get there, they'll fix it, right? But it's got to be an easier way. It's got to be an easier way. Put some bundles together. If this is your standard, you coming to get A, B, C, D, this is what it's going to cost you. But when it's hard for your clients to figure out how to pay you, a lot of times they just go to somebody else. Especially if they have the personality like I have, like everybody have a different learning style, but I have a cautious personality, so I'm a bullet list kind of person. I like to know the whole picture. And so if you can't tell me, like for instance, with my car, let me give you this example. We took our Cadillac, our daughter wrecked our Cadillac. She hit a yellow pole that's on side, and literally on the driver's side, went all the way down the driver's side. You would think that it was much damage, but it was major damage because the Cadillac's got all these sensors in it, and it was a major damage to our car. And so we had to keep taking the car back to the guy to fix the car because the lock wasn't working and this wasn't working and all these little sensors and stuff wasn't working. And my husband came out, and my husband and I have different learning styles. So he came out and he said, well, babe, it's the Cadillac, and the Cadillac needs special things. So he's ordered this. It'll be in this day. And, you know, he's tried this and he's tried that. And he's giving me this long story. And I never going to disrespect my husband. But I looked at him and I said, I really don't care about none of that stuff you just said. What I need to know is, can he fix my car? Because he's getting paid almost $10,000. If he can't fix the car, then I need to take the car to the dealership so the people can fix it. I'm not finna pay for a car that's still torn up. Now, the difference, you see the difference in my husband's needs and my needs? My husband likes the story. He likes the background, and you know, he got compassion for that and all that. And I'm like, child, please tell me when to drop it off, when to pick it up, how much it's gonna cost, and is it gonna be fixed? That's all I need. And so you got to build the kind of relationship with your clients where you know what it is that they need. If you got a client like me, I'm not finna take all that time on your website trying to figure out every nickel and dime that I need to pay you. Baby, just give me a bundle and let me just say it's in this range or something so that I can put it in my budget and I can come and see you. Now, my husband, he cool with all that stuff. But see, you got to understand that your clients don't always think like you. Right? And so that's why I like to tell stories, because I understand that I have clients, and some of you are like my husband. You like the story, you like the detail, but you know, I just like bullet lists. But it's a skill that I've learned, and you have to learn that, okay? So put a system in place for your payment. You teach people how to pay you. Put a system, get you a business page on social media for your business. You don't have to go out and buy a website right now. Because if you get a business page on social media, you're going to have a URL, facebook.com/whatever your business name is. Get some type of URL. And even if you do have a website, put your your social media business pages on your business cards or postcards as well. And you need one on Facebook and you need one on Instagram, because you may have two different audiences. Some of your people are going to follow. You want them to be able to follow you wherever they are. Okay, make it easy for people to do business with you. Another tip that I'm telling you, try something new, right? Try giving yourself a work schedule for your business. Even if you work a 9 to 5, give yourself a work schedule. Maybe you got to come home, you got to get dinner done, you got to get homework with the kids or whatever. So you can't even start your business until 8:30, 9 at night. So from 8:30 to 10, I'm working on my business. There's nothing wrong with that. When my kids were little, that's what I had to do. They went to bed at 8:30. And so 8:30, around 9 o'clock is when I started working on my business stuff. During that time, I would work on my business from like 9 to midnight. And then I have to get up the next day and we do it all over again. But you got to do what works for you. Try something new. Put some parameters in place, because remember, how you do anything is how you do everything. So if you all over the place in your regular life, you're going to be all over the place in your business. If you're indecisive, you can't make decisions, you scared to talk to people, that stuff translate right over into your business. So begin to work on you. Work on your confidence. Become an expert in your area. You may not be able to talk a lot about sales, but I can talk so much about this ink pen that you will buy it because you believe what I said it'll do. I'm not selling, I'm sharing the results. And if you need the results that this pen gives you, I don't have to tell you to buy it. You're going to buy it. You see the difference? You're never focused on the sale. You're focused on the results. And if the person or your client needs the result that you offer, it's easy for them. It's a no-brainer for them to do business with you. How you do anything is how you do everything. Try setting weekly goals. How much money you want to make each week. You got to put a system in place. How much money you want to make each week. I was in a training on Saturday and the gentleman said, somebody asked, how long should I go live? Because they sell products live. And he said, you go live until you meet your financial goal for the week. Light bulb. That makes so much sense to me. If you're selling your product live and your goal for the week is $500 a week, then you go live until you hit that goal for the week. You don't shortchange yourself and say, okay, I go live once a week for 30 minutes and then let the chips fall where they may. That's not how a CEO operates. You may be selling on your live. You may have a vending event set up. You may have a pop-up shop. You may have some people stopping by the house. You got to put all those different things together until you hit your goal for the week. And you don't stop until you hit your goal for the week. If you was working for a manufacturing company and you had to hit a certain number of production, ain't nobody leaving work until you get off. My husband until you hit that number. My husband used to work for this company and they never had a time that they got off. And I did not like it. I'm like, baby, why you don't have a get off time? He said, we don't get off until we hit the number for the night. What? I was already mad he was working night shift. He didn't stay on that job for like 3 months. It just didn't fit into our lifestyle. It was real good money, but he could not leave work until they hit the production for the night. If somebody was out, that means the other ones had to work twice as hard so we can hit our number. There would be some days he didn't come home till the sun was up because his team didn't hit their numbers. So why is it that we show up on somebody else's job and we okay with just working until we got built-in overtime? We just work until these people tell us we can leave, but we won't even set a regular schedule for our businesses. These are limiting beliefs. You may be an employee over there, but when you come home, you got to transition and put on your CEO hat so that you can run your business like a business. And when you run your business like a business, everything changes. Everything changes. That's right. She said the Girl Scout mentality. We ain't leaving till we sell all these cookies. I was a Girl Scout all my life, and I was a Girl Scout mama because my girls went through Girl Scouts. And so when them cookies went out there and we went to the store, we ain't leaving till we sell all these cookies. We ain't leaving till we sell these ink pens. We got a goal for the day. You got a goal for the week. And sometimes, just like she said, sometimes my mama would be like, how many boxes we got left? Let me just go on and buy them. I don't care who buy the boxes, but we not leaving until they get bought, right? And so you got to have that kind of mentality when it comes to your own business. I'm going to end with this because I'll be back tomorrow. So I try to keep these about 30 minutes. There's a difference in daydreamers and business builders. There's a difference between daydreamers and business builders. I like dealing with business builders. Daydreamers rely on luck. Business builders focus on the journey. Daydreamers focus on the destination, always talking about where they're going to go. But business builders cultivate a healthy journey. Business builders understand that it's a culture and that this thing is a process. That's what that means. Daydreamers cultivate unhealthy expectations, but business builders maximize the work they do. Business builders, we ain't wasting time. So if I don't have but 2 hours a day that I can work my business, then my phone is on silent and I'm working my business those 2 hours a day. Daydreamers minimize the value of work. Business builders lead with action. Daydreamers look for excuses. Business builders generate momentum. So we understand, we're not making excuses. We understand that everything that we do every single day is building momentum in our business. And eventually that momentum is going to be moving so fast, just like my husband likes to give that example of the train. You can put a bus on the track. You can put an 18-wheeler on the track and that train will go right through it. You won't be able to stop the momentum. Daydreamers breed isolation. Business builders initiate. We're not sitting back waiting on somebody to give us some type of incentive. We're not waiting on somebody to pat us on the back. We're going to do what we have to do. We have to watch YouTube videos. I was in this lady in my coach's group for almost 2 years because I could not afford to pay for her services. But I saved up. I did the free stuff. I was in every challenge. I did what I had to do until I could afford to pay her. And let me tell you, when I did, my business went to another level because I understood what I had to do. I wasn't going to make excuses. I was going to get myself to the level where I could afford what it was that she had to offer. Daydreamers wait. Business builders embrace risk as necessary. Daydreamers avoid personal risk, but business builders make themselves Daydreamers make others responsible. Business builders make themselves responsible. Daydreamers avoid risk, but business builders embrace the risk. Daydreamers wait. Business builders initiate. Daydreamers breed isolation. Business builders promote teamwork. We have to put this thing in good perspective. You got to figure out which side you're on. Do you want to continue building a business as a daydreamer, or do you want to build your business as a business builder? If you do, you got to embrace the journey. You got to take action. You got to build momentum. You got to take necessary risk. You got to initiate. You got to build a team of people around you that know more than you, that can fill the gaps. You got all these fingernail points. See my fingernails? You got all these. This is you up here. You got all these areas covered, but you uncovered down here. Build a team that when you put you and the team together, everything is covered. They don't have to look like you. They don't have to think like you. As a matter of fact, if you got to tell them everything to do, you don't need them on your team. You need a financial person on your team that understands finances and business taxes. This ain't somebody you got to put on payroll, but you need to have somebody you can pick up the phone and call. You need to have somebody on your team that understands marketing. I do my own flyers. I use Poster My Wall. I use Canva. I use Word Swag. But when I am creating a significant program, I have a guy that I pay to do my paid flyers for my big programs, right? So I do it for the smaller things, but I have somebody that I like contract with to do my big stuff. I got people around me that can fill in my areas that need covering, and I'm not intimidated. As a matter of fact, if I got to tell them everything to do, then I don't need them. I got a girl that designs shirts for me. If I got to give you design, creativity, that ain't my strength, right? I know what I need. I know what I want. But if I got to draw it out, then I don't need you. I got a girl that I can tell her, this is what I like, and she'll put it together. She say, what colors? I say, you tell me what colors it need to be and all that, the fonts and all that. I'm not dealing with all that. If I got to do all that, I'm not paying her. You see what I'm saying? So get some people on your team that covers those places that you need covering in. Listen, I got a 4-week intensive course that's coming up in August. Week 1, we're doing pricing. We're going to look at your prices. We're going to look at your prices. Week 2, we're going to talk about your calendar, how to put your daily method of operation together, and also how to roll out different aspects of your program in your calendar. We're going to look at your messaging. It shouldn't take you 10 minutes to tell somebody who you are, what you do, and who you serve. You should be able to do it in 60 seconds or less. And then the 4th thing we're going to talk about is your client connection, how to go where the people are that need you. Because sometimes we're trying to market to people that don't even need what it is that we have, right? So if the person has 20/20 vision, I'm not trying to sell them glasses. Why you mad at people that got perfect vision because they don't want to buy your glasses? They don't need medicine, glasses with medicine in them. That's not your client. Your client is the person that think they're cute but can't really see without their glasses, right? I just use glasses to give you an example, right? Every person is not your client, and you got to be okay with that. So one of those weeks, we're going to look at how to identify or create your avatar and how to find where those people are, what their problems are, and how to speak their language. So that class is a $3.99 4-week class. And each week we'll be doing income producing activities. We'll be inside of a group. If you do a one-on-one with me, a power hour for 1 hour, it costs $297 for 1 hour. I woke up early one morning last week. Real early, and got this idea to do a 4-week intensive. Like we go hard for 1 month. But the price, I went back and forth with the price because I was like, that ain't enough. But it is. It is. We're coming up to our 1-year anniversary just dealing with coaching. And so that's what this is leading up to, because I understood what God was doing. So for August and September, leading up to our 1-year anniversary of dealing specifically with small business owners, for those of you who have wanted to do the 4-week academy, but $2,000, you were just not ready to make the $2,000 investment, this program is for you. Now it's $3.99. It's on my website right now, CarmelaWilliams.com. If you go to the calendar, you'll see it. It's at the bottom. But there's an option there for $2.99, and that $2.99 option, did you hear me? You'll save $100 if you register by this Friday. I would do this class for free. I really would. I would do this class for free. But let me tell you what I found out about doing classes for free. I'll have 100 people register and 20 people will show up. So when people make an investment, I want to work with entrepreneurs that understand the power of investing in their business. Because I know when I first started my business, and I paid $500 for my first coaching program was $500, the lady class that I was in. I don't care what I had going on. Everything stopped when it was time for my class. Because $500 for me, just starting my business, was, you might as well say I had paid $1 million, because it was all I had. When I went down to Florida, and I got my certification, our certification was $5,000. Then I had to go down there and I had to pay for a hotel. I had to pay for travel. Man, I went down there. When I got there, I was broke. My food was included. You hear me? My food was included. I went to Florida with no money in my pocket. The only thing I ate was the 3 meals that they gave us. I sacrificed and invested in me, and that's the type of entrepreneur that I want to work with. I want to work with entrepreneurs that understand the power of investing in themselves. And let me tell you why I had to go. Because when I had to go down there and be around people that made more money than me, that were in different backgrounds than me, and it was from them that I learned how to price, that it gave me the confidence to work in corporate America, to work with people that had way above me when it came to education, because that ain't what they needed from me. They didn't need education from me. They needed leadership training and development from me. And so that's why the class is not free, because I want to work with entrepreneurs that's serious. I want to work with those that are committed. And I want to work with those that understand that if I pay $299 or if I pay $399, I'll make $1,000 that month. I want you to understand that when you work with me, we're dealing with these 4 areas, but we're also dealing with revenue, because I'm an implementation coach. We're not talking theories. Every week, you're going to be talking about the 3 income producing activities that you're going to be doing that week. You're going to be held accountable. Like, okay, you said you was going live, or you said you was going to speak to this person, or you said you was joining the chamber. You said you was going to this networking event. Did you go? What did you learn about yourself? Were you afraid? What do you need from me to help you be better prepared the next time? That's what this intensive is about. And it's an intensive because it's going to be intense. But I promise you, you'll leave them 4 weeks and your business will be at a whole nother place. And even here, you'll be at another place. All right, I'll be back tomorrow, 12:15, with part 2. Y'all have a great day.